All right, get this. If you had invested $100 into Bitcoin just in 2010, it would now be worth $100 million today. It's no secret cryptocurrencies have exploded. You've seen them on the news, you've seen them with your friends, you've gotten in discussions at your holiday parties about them that last minimum 30 minutes because everyone is so either confused or engrossed in what's happening right now. So in this video, I wanted to walk through the 5 strategies of how to make money with cryptocurrency. Hey, what's up, refusers? Clark from refusingtosettle.com. I got 2 main goals with this video. The first, to summarize the complexity around cryptocurrency, condensing it down into more of a beginner format, just giving you the big picture, the 20% of the information that holds 80% of the benefits. The second is to hopefully dispel a lot of the myths, stigmas, confusion around cryptocurrency and what's happening. Because if you follow the mainstream media, you know, they're gonna give you one thing, and a lot of people have a vested interest in bringing this stuff down and kind of throwing fear into the fire. If you're like me and you think it's around to stay, it's a very time-sensitive issue. So we need to be open to the idea of investing here, because if this is around to stay, well then it is time-sensitive, and now's the best time to get in or do your research so you know if you should or not. So that's the second main goal, is just to help you broaden your idea. Hear the research that's convinced me to go in and invest in cryptocurrencies. So today I'm going over the 5 main ways some people are making money with cryptocurrencies, and I'll explain my strategy in just a little bit. But before I show you this, please check with a professional before you do anything with your finances. I am not a financial expert and not giving financial advice over YouTube. That would be silly. So please always check with professionals before you make any big moves. Whew. All the disclaimers are gone. Let's turn this camera around. Let's go to my computer and I'll show you the 5 ways we're talking about. I got a fun little outline we're gonna follow along and fill out together with. This is the 5 ways to make money with cryptocurrency. Let's get into it now. The first way, buy and hold. This is my strategy, and if you take one thing away from this video, it's my favorite way to invest. Now, I'll go over some more advanced ones, but I personally don't have the time as an investor to sit there all day and calculate with algorithms and trades and all that stuff. You know, Warren Buffett didn't make his money day trading. He made it by looking at undervalued companies, buying them as value investing, the term he uses, and then holding them for the long term. You know, I think his quote is, if you don't plan on owning the stock in 5 years from now, you shouldn't own it for 5 days, or something along the lines of that. See things for the long term. Now, of course, here is Coinbase, my favorite place to buy and hold. I just showed you in other videos this week. I bought $500 in Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin live on screen with you, so I'm not gonna spend any more here, but it shows you the big 3, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So you can go in here, you can buy them, you can hold them. Actually, if you come here to your accounts, you have different kinds of wallet, even USD, your native currency, whatever it is, Euro, Yen, you have that in your wallet over here, and you have all these other kinds of wallets as well. So it's pretty sweet. Strategy number 1 is to buy and hold. And this way is kind of a hedge against inflation. You know, a lot of people, they say, oh, I'm going to use cash. Well, cash can give you can actually lose money if you have your stuff in a regular bank account. Think about it. You know, if inflation, let's just say a typical year, very conservative numbers, average numbers, let's just call it 3%, that a Coke this year is $1. Next year, it's going to be $1.03. Well, if I have money in my checking account, it's making like, what, 2 cents a year maybe, like not even, on like thousands and thousands of dollars, all of a sudden I just lost money on anything I want to buy due to inflation. You see how that works? So you got to put your money into something that's going to counteract that inflation. That's why a lot of people have real estate because it not only counteracts it, but it has the potential to go up. Or people put it in gold because it has the potential to hold its value. People put it into treasury bonds or anything like that. Since it's very conservative, you're investing in the United States essentially. It's a conservative investment. So with more conservative investments though, you don't get that potential upside with your money. So, the same $1,000 in a bond is going to give you a different return than a Bitcoin, but who knows? Maybe the bond is guaranteed, whereas the Bitcoin could go down tomorrow, could double tomorrow. It's really all supply and demand based. That is a strategy in a nutshell, is buying and holding. Now, number 2, this is ICOs, initial coin offerings. These are where you probably make the most money, but again, what did we say? With the more risk, more reward, but more potential for loss. All right, I'm on coinmarketcap.com. It's .com. So here's all the cryptocurrencies. A lot of people only talk about the big 3, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, because those are on Coinbase. Now, if you want to trade other coins, more altcoins, they call them, that aren't on Coinbase, like Ripple or Carnado, IOTA, Dash, I've heard, Stellar, I've heard a lot about, then you have to go to a different platform. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the platforms aren't available in Washington State, where I'm from. What's the one with a P? I believe it's pronounced Poloniex. I don't know. This is not available in Washington State because of our I think it's a tax law or something. I got an error. Unfortunate. And then the other one is Bittrex.com, and it's a great exchange people talk about. So those are kind of the big ones, Poloniex and Bittrex, and then of course Coinbase, but you can't buy a lot of these altcoins there. So ICOs are where you look for, and true initial coin offerings are like getting in on the ground floor, which is very hard to do unless you know someone who's opening their own cryptocurrency. So how I'm viewing ICOs, I'm talking about coins that are starting, that are lower, that are not in the big 3, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, things that are more undervalued, that you would need a site aside from Coinbase to trade with or invest with. Do your research before you do anything like this, but if you look at the potential for gains here, some of these coins are $2, right? $6, $2, $5, or whatever. Market cap's actually a better sign if you want to go just based on total scale of what's out there. But look, there's hundreds of coins. And have you ever heard of any of these? Like, Folding Coin. Pretty much anyone can come out with a coin. Kitcoin, Dom Rider, Nexum, Quantum. I've never heard of any of these coins that are 300 ways down. But hey, kind of like putting in a casino. You put in... when I was in Vegas, I didn't know how to play roulette, and my band made fun of me. So I went to the roulette table, and I put down 2 chips on a number, and instead of like black or red, right, which are more, you either win or you lose, but they have a better chance, huge odds. And I put it on like number 34. I put 2 chips on there. And before my bandmate was like, dude, that's super risky. What are you doing? She spun it so we couldn't take it off, and it actually landed on there. And I made a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, like $200 or whatever it was. Nothing to write home about. But then I blew it on the Britney Spears slot machine. So I came out with $60, and that's my Vegas story. I'm sticking to it. The moral there was that, if you put it on a more niche risk, the reward is potential is better. So ICOs, look over smaller coins. Here's the third way to make money with cryptocurrencies: active trading. So what you would do is you would come back to one of these and you would say, let's just go into, this is GDAX. I believe it's owned by Coinbase, and it's if you're already looking like we're solving math equations here, this is something that you could do, and if you're good at it, then you can make some money. Trading, with stocks is day trading. Some people, that's their whole livelihood. Some people now have taken that into cryptocurrencies because it goes up and down, and you're basically looking at percentages here. So, if something's down at 10% and you buy it, and then it goes up 20% and you sell 10%, well, then you made that 10% profit, and you can kind of keep timing it out like that. Of course, when is it going to go down? When is it going to go up? Who knows? That's why you get paid money, essentially, to do it, to time the market. Very risky, Not recommending it unless you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing to the extent of where I could do that ever. I don't day trade. I don't do Coinbase or trading with cryptocurrencies. It gives me a heart attack just thinking about it. But I'm not trying to make fun of it, because that is a serious way that you can make money, and look into it. All right, the fourth way, Bitcoin lending. So you can lend out your Bitcoins and get paid interest. Now, I got mixed feelings about this. And I know there's a site on Poloniex where you can lend. And so if we go here, you know, it has a certain percentage that you get and the amount of Bitcoin you get and how long you lend it for. So you basically loan out your Bitcoins for people to trade with or people to use. And then just like if you loan someone money, you make interest on it. It's the same thing with Bitcoin. And so you can loan them out and make a percentage. Now, the reason I don't recommend this is because I've heard a lot of experts that are super iffy about Bitcoin lending. And I just want to pass that warning along, that sometimes some of these sites are, for lack of a better word, kind of scammy. I'm not saying that's what this is at all. This is actually a pretty reputable site, but I've seen some Bitcoin lending sites that seem a little sketchy, and people are on YouTube talking about how great it is and how much money you can make and 1% a day. And it's like, I just don't buy it, okay? That's not to say you can't make money with it. Again, I'm not the end-all be-all authority here. If you want to look into this and look into lending and you feel comfortable with it, like you know what you're doing, go for it. But if you don't, I would stay away from this one, as it tends to be a bit dodgy, in my opinion. Let's get this all on one page. It's driving me crazy. Here's the fifth one. So the first one, we went over buy and hold. Second one, we went over ICOs, kind of more undervalued coins, buying them and selling them at a profit. Third one, we went over active trading, where you're doing somewhat day trading. You know, you're looking at trends, you're analyzing it through those sites I showed you, and then you either sell it, you buy it. If it's undervalued, you sell it if you feel like it's going to go back down. And then the fourth one was Bitcoin lending, which I don't recommend. The fifth one, this is a little tongue-in-cheek here. Fifth one is talking about Bitcoin. Now, there's the people online who make money online talking about make money online. I don't understand that. Or like affiliate marketers who have whole channels talking about affiliate marketing and selling affiliate marketing products. The rabbit hole runs deep with that stuff. But at a certain extent, talking about making money with Bitcoin online is a legitimate way to make money. And I say this because there's not a lot of people doing it. It's a very, very new opportunity. This whole cryptocurrency, this whole Bitcoin thing, it's super new. So there's a need for it. There's a reason you're searching this video. You're on this video. There's a demand for it, that people are getting into this, and it's an emerging new market. Let's just say they had podcasts when the internet first started, or a way to talk about the internet. Well, then you're an authority there from the get-go, and you're predicting things, you're talking about things, you research things. So talking about Bitcoin, you can make money talking about it. Maybe sell a course, affiliate with Coinbase. Here, I just listed out 4 different income streams that you can make talking about Bitcoin. Sell a course. I know people who are selling a course that's $600. Of course, they have a lot of experts on it, and I haven't personally taken it, but that's an option. Second is affiliate with Coinbase. I make $10 if you use that link below. It's a cool way you can support this, but you also get $10 if you invest through Coinbase in the link below. So it's a great win-win for both of us, right? We can make Bitcoin videos and talk about that, and then all of a sudden you have an affiliate link, and you can recommend this, educate people, dispel a lot of myths, and you can start making money on it. Third one is coaching. If you feel like you really, really know what you're talking about, you feel really credible in it, you could offer coaching services now that you have your content out there. And the fourth one is ad revenue you would make on any sort of video or blog if you do advertising on there. It's a very searchable market, this whole Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, blockchain. Not a lot of people doing it. Of course, if you're really educated, you're an expert, or you want to become one, start learning more about it, start getting ideas, being entrepreneurial about the actual topic itself and not just the product. Does that make sense? So those are my 5 ways to make money with cryptocurrency. If you learned one thing, subscribe down below. If you want more videos, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who's into this. If people are into this that you know of, cryptocurrencies or make money online, passive income, anything like that, share this video around if you got some good value from it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll link down below the playlist for this week's series on cryptocurrency. cryptocurrency. I'll also link down there another playlist of awesome videos that I've found on YouTube, just being obsessed with this stuff down below, so you can really binge watch it if you want. Again, the link for Coinbase is in the description. If you invest $100 with them using that link, you get a free $10. How cool is that? And it's also a affiliate link, so I get a free $10, and it's a cool way you can support this channel and these videos if you dig them. Thanks so much for hanging out.